Hello, thank you so much for joining me, and today we're going to be doing crafts with Mudlarking Fine. Okay, well, as per usual, I'm going to say this was a bit of a head scratcher. This is going to be the first of a few Christmas crafts. And on this one, I have actually recycled something from a previous Christmas craft. I don't know if I did it last year or the year before, but basically I did a scene. Right, I did a scene and it had moss on it. I think it had some sort of snow on it. It might have even had reindeer. I can't even remember what it was. Reindeers and stuff. And I was going to take the trees off this and reuse them, but you know what? I've glued them so well, I can't get them off. So I thought, you know what? Recycle it. So I took off the moss. The reindeers are long since gone, and whatever else was on there is gone. So I'm going to recycle it and make something else for this year. So the first thing I've done is I have added a stand. One of the stands that I picked up probably just a few weeks ago now. That I'm going to paint it white, okay, and then I'm going to paint the top of this white, and then I'm going to make something to go on to here. Right. So first of all, let's get down to the bottom camera. Okay, I don't know why I do it to myself. I paint a craft in gigantic sizes, so it makes it really difficult. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the base. Okay, so I'm just going to use white acrylic on this base. I can't turn it over because the trees are already on, because it's something I'm using from a previous Christmas craft. But there you go, you can just about see. Just going to paint that white. It looks like it'll take a couple of coats, but if I paint it and then dry that, that'll look perfect. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the top of here with a white paint too. And as per usual, when I usually paint something, I never really go up to that edge of right to the edge of the log slice. I always go up to the sort of, you know, the bark. And it looks like the top might only take one coat of paint. Right, so as per usual, you know what painting is like. I shall carry on painting this and then bring you back when it's dry, both the base and the top. Okay, so I painted the top white and I have painted the base white. I do want to put something else on this white paint, but I'm going to do it later. I'll give it a quick blast with the heat gun, and what I'm going to do now is just leave it to continue to dry. I'm going to give it a quick blast. So I'm just going to put that down, and then I'm going to bring on what I'm going to make to put onto this table masterpiece. Okay, I promised you a masterpiece, but I cannot guarantee a masterpiece. Okay, so I collected a few little jars, a few little bottles. I don't know if you remember, if you watched the videos, I said I was just collecting different size jars and bottles and things. I've collected more than this, but this is the selection that I'm going to go with today. And my idea is, hang on one sec, my idea is, I think I'm going to try and make some little Christmas gonks. right, Christmas gnomes, I suppose you'd call them. We'd probably call them gonks. But yeah, like Christmas gnome type things. I have never made one before. I've seen plenty of pictures of them on YouTube, places like that, but I've never actually made one. So, let's see how it goes. Let's get to the table and let's get making a gnome. Right, okay, first things first, I'm using this blue one and I'm going to use some blue paint because I'm hoping that my idea is that I can string lights from one to another because I've got a set of string lights and I'm going to tuck a few lights into each bottle around this centerpiece. That's what I've got envisaged in my mind. Okay, so I don't want to completely cover the bottle. I just want to like dab paint on it, I think. Oh gosh, it's really hard. Really, oh, it's so hard when you're not doing something you've done before. Honestly, right, let me put a little bit of paint in here. So we'll go with a little bit of blue paint to match the fact that it's a blue bottle. There we go. So I'm just going to dab it on. Doesn't matter so much about the top actually because it will have a hat on. Just dabbing it on those gaps in the paint. That's exactly how it should be. Okay. All right, that's the first one done. Okay. Then, so that's the blue one. Leave that to the side. Then we're going to do a bit of green on the green one. Let's bring some pots to the table. All right. Oops. Bit of green. Just acrylics. I'm just using acrylics. Just putting dabbing. Haphazard dabbing on the green one. I've not seen anyone do it like this, by the way. The bit on the table, the bit on the plinth, etc. That is all from my imagination, right? So I've done a green one. Let me just wash my brush. Okay. Then we're going to do a brown one. Wash the brush and do the last one because I'm only going to do 4. I think that's enough to go on the top of that thing. Just let me empty out the contents of that one. Those are things we're going to be using in a minute. I'm going to do like a purple one. I know what you're thinking, not very Christmassy colours, but that's me. I like to be a little bit different. That one is quite a thin one actually, as it needs shaking up a bit more. It might be old actually. This paint might be quite old. See if that's any better. Oh, there you go. Needed a bit more of a shake. That makes more sense. Okay, right, so we've got our jars covered in the colours that we want. So I'm just going to get the heat gun, I'm going to give them a blast so that I can handle them and we can go on to the next stage of making these gnomes. Right, okay, they're all dried now. So let's just wipe this a little bit. There you go. Right, okay, so they're all dry. Right, let me think. Okay, let's just pick one to do. Let's just pick one. Let's just go for it. I'm going to do the blue one. Okay, I'm going to give the blue one a go. I've never made one before. Okay, I've got an idea in my head. That's how it usually goes. It's in here, and then I sort of, by some miracle, managed to transform it to something on the table. Right, so I've got some felt. Each one, so I've got a blue felt, a brown felt, a green felt, a green felt and a purple felt. Okay, just squares. Right, the most important thing is that they have a hat that matches the bottle. Okay, so I'm going to cut the hat out first. Right, so I think I just need to have it on the right angle there, and then cut a curve. Right, let's just do it. Let's just do it. How hard can it be? Right, I'm just going to draw. Let me do it in half. That'll make more sense. Okay, right, I'm just going to fold it in half, and I'm just going to draw sort of a curve. So not a straight line, not a straight line across. Not a straight line across there. Okay, I'm just going to, so that would be, if it was a straight line, it'd go from there to there, but it's a curve, so it's going from further down. Okay, it's going from there. Maybe even longer, actually. Like so. Okay, let me cut it out. See what it looks like and hope for the best. Okay, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, everybody. Is it curved enough, do you think? Will it go around? Right, okay, let's not think about it too much. I'm going to glue it. Okay, I'm going to, how would it go? I'm going to glue it like a flat seam like that. Okay. So I'll just put a line of glue down one edge. I'm going to fold it over, stick it along the other edge. Sorry, difficult to do without getting my hand in the way. Okay, how does that look? Sorry, looks a bit like a hat, doesn't it? Put it on there, fold it over. See, will it go? Yes, it will. Right. Should we just do hats for them first? Gosh, I can breathe. Right, so that's one hat, but we need to save that for something else. Okay, so keep that with the blue one. Right, let's do the purple hat. Same thing. In fact, we can use that as a template because that was actually quite good, wasn't it? Right, I'm going to fold it over like so, in half. I'll use that other one as a rough guide. Okay, just going to cut along that line. And then because that one worked so well, I'm going to do it on these, okay? So use it as a template on them all, okay? We can trim it if we have to. There you go, I'm just going to do that one, the brown, and then one green one. Honestly, when I do something I've not done before, I nearly stop breathing. Because I don't actually have much of this felt, to be honest. I can maybe make a couple of mistakes and then choose a different colour. I think it throws it all out a little bit, really. Right. See, just use that as the template because we know that that hat works. So keeping all these bits because I need those, not that bit. Keeping all these bits here because we need them later on. Right, let's get these hats done. There we go, we've got another hat. The brown one. Okay. Purple hat. Can maybe sort of alter them. I can trim them. See that how it probably needs trimming at the back. Maybe we'll see. There you go. For now, let's just get these hats sort of made for now. And then we'll go final one, which is a green one. And I've only burnt my hand about twice, so that's not bad for me. This is perfectly okay just to use the glue gun on this bit. Don't need to bother with, you know, 2 different sorts of glue on this. Right, okay. Right, okay, we've got hats. Now let's tweak them. Let's make sure. Oh, see, that one's massive. That one's massive. Right, so that one needs making smaller, doesn't it? Okay, but that's okay. That those ones don't need making smaller. I like those bigger, but that one is so massive. So massive. I know I can trim either side of that and that'll still fit. Because that jar is only a tiddler. Okay. So I'm going to just cut either side of that bit of just sewn that glued there. Okay. Oops. That is much better. Just going to maybe even take a little bit more off. That's also made it shorter, okay, because it is a smaller bottle. That makes more sense. Okay. Okay. So we've made that a little bit shorter and a little bit narrower. That is much better. That is much better. I like the way that goes. That goes and that goes. Actually, I don't think I need to. Shall I? I'm just going to round it off a little bit. Make it less pointy. Okay. That's better. Do the same. That one's not too bad. Just a little less pointy there. Stick that one on. That one's not too bad. Just neaten it off. Right, okay, right. So let's just pop those to the side. Let's start with the blue one. Right, we need a beard. Okay, I did do a rough template of a beard for a smaller jar. So I think that sort of size beard is what we want to go for. Maybe a little bit wider, a little bit longer. So I have some fur, which Charlotte brought me last time she visited. So I'm going to do this one. And I've put it on there and I thought possibly a bit longer and a bit wider on there. A bit longer and a bit wider. So I'm going to just do it. I'm going to draw around it, but I'm going to draw around it a little bit wider. Like that. Can you see? I've just gone a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger than the paper. Right, let's see about cutting it now, but I don't want to cut off all the... Does that fur need to go in a certain way? Oh, hang on. Ah, right, that fur goes down like that, so forget that. I need it to go that direction because that's the way the fur goes. Just shows you need to check these things. Okay, right, so I've done it the other way now. And how I'm cutting it is I'm not going like that. I'm not going like that and cutting right the way through it, just because I'm just trying to get long strands to stay on that front bit of fur like that. So I've still got the long strands on it. That's what I want. I want those long strands. Okay, see, like that. Right, let's... Right, so what would you think about that and that? I think so. So I'm going to glue that on. I'm going to glue that on to the bottle. Don't know why I'm working all the way over there. Right, let's get this. Give it a little bit of a glue. Okay, we've glued that on there. Okay, right, now, gosh, let me think. Right, arms. I need a couple of arms. Let's see how big I need to do these arms. Yep, that will make an arm. Right, I've got 2 arms there. Okay. I did have a pre-cut out idea for mitten there, which I'm going to do in white. Okay, they're all going to have white mittens just to make it easy. So first of all, just let me cut round this and then I'll draw on it to make it easier to cut. Just like the oddest mittens in the world. Okay, let's see how we go with that on there. Like, yeah, right, okay, I'm going to glue that to the back. One sec. There we go, so we've got a nice little arm there. Comes to the front, that right. And he's going to have a little mitten on. Sorry. A little mitten. Let's just reshape his hand. His deformed little mitten hand there. Okay, I'm going to glue that mitten onto there. Do the same with the other arm. Fold it over. Create a sleeve. Bit of glue on there. So that, where's your thumb go? Thumb goes to the front of the body, so that goes that way, doesn't it? Okay. So we've got 2 little arms with 2 little mittens. I'm gonna, yeah, it does. Okay, I'm gonna glue that arm. Oh God, I'm stuck to everything. I'm gonna glue that arm on that side. Okay. There we go, his little arm sticking out there. Okay. Oh gosh. Right, okay, and this arm on this side, thumbs to the front. Okay, thumbs to the front, there we go. Oh, does it need any feet? I don't know. I'll leave the feet to the end to see what sort of felt I've got left before I start doing feet. Right, hat, hat, hat. We've got some rick-rack. Have we got any blue? We've got... I think I'm going to use the grey with that one actually, because the blue is a little bit... not nice. Right, I'm going to use the grey rick-rack on this one. And I'm going to glue it around the bottom of his hat. Let's just start it off. Right, okay, we've got a little bit of decoration on the bottom of his hat. Sorry, you know we could put it on the bottom of his sleeve as well actually. Should have done that first. Let's just do that. Let's put it on his sleeve as well. There we go. Right. I think I'll put the glue on there actually. Press it with the scissors so I don't burn myself. Then I'm going to wrap it around the back. Let's take that hat off, sorry. I'm going to put glue on the back and wrap it round. There, that makes it look a little bit neater, nicer. Let's do the same on the other one. Move his beard out of the way. Go, little arm. Right, it's got two little arms there. Let's move that out of the way a little bit. Let's see what we're up to. Okay, we've got a little hat there. He's missing something, isn't he? He's missing his nose. Okay, so let's glue the hat on. Should we have the hat folded down? I think so. I'm not going to glue the hat on at the bottom because I just want to glue it at the front because I want to put lights in from the back. I want to be able to put it back over. So I'm just going to glue the front of this down. Let me just see which the front is. There. Tell you what, I'm going to put the glue on here. Glue that hat on there. Okay. There he is, with his little arms. I'm going to glue his little nose on. Just a wooden ball. This is just, woo, woo. That's gone. Right. It's just a wooden ball. Let's do it again. I'll have to save that one off the floor before it sticks. Right, there you go. That's the middle. Okay, there he is. I'm just going to pop his hat down. He wants a little... What should we have on the end of his hat? Gonna put. Haven't got any pom-poms. Gonna put a little snowflake at the end of his hat. So let's put a blob of glue on. These are just plastic snowflakes that I got from Temu. Oh gosh, blimey. Plastic snowflakes I got from Temu. You get from Amazon, you get from eBay. Lots and lots of places, look. Sorry. Like so. What's that? A bit weird. Right, shall we? Like that, just want to put it there, I think. Blob there, like so. Oops. Okay, so we've got, you know what? I think it works. Oh, I don't think I'm going to put feet on. I'm just going to see what I'm left with at the end. So there you go, there's a blue one. I just want to see what it looks like with a few little bits of this light in it, just as I go along. So just let me have a look at that, sorry. This is why I've only glued it at the front, because I want to be able to feed in just a couple of these little lights down the neck, okay? And I'll do this with all of them, because I can string it from one to the other, but I just want to see what it looks like. Okay, ignore the lights behind it, but it'll have a couple of lights. Don't know if you can see it on that camera. It has got a couple of lights in there. It does light up. Let's just see a bit of a glow. Okay, I think that's going to work. Right, let's just take those out of there. We don't need those in there for now. Okay, let's pop his, oops, his hat's come off. Glue's still a bit hot. Okay, right, there we go. We've done one. We've done the blue one. Let's do another. Okay, so just to speed things up a bit, I've cut each one just so you can see this sort of shape that I'm going for. It's a bit like a triangle, probably a bit rounded, a bit more rounded, like a bottom of a heart maybe. Okay, so that each one now has a beard. Each colour has now got a beard cut out. Okay, and then each one has got some sleeves cut out with some mittens. Okay, we're going to fold it over, glue the mittens on, glue the beard on all of them. They've all got, it's easy if you're doing a few just to cut it all out in one go. Okay, so they've all got mittens, all got sleeves. I'm going to put the rick-rack around the bottom and the sleeves. And then the, oh, there's a big nose. Tell you what, that's a little bit bigger nose. That can go on that one there. But we have got a few noses and a few of these. I think we'll start with, and they've all got the sort of matching rick-rack. Okay, so we'll start by applying the rick-rack to the hats. Just going to make the green mittens a little bit smaller, because that gonk or that gnome is a little bit of a different size, isn't it? It's his arm. Oops. One mitten on his hand there. It looks a little bit deformed. Let's just trim that one up a little bit. Okay. Okay, then a little bit of rick-rack. Oops. Glued it to the table, of course I have. Just going to use my scissors to press it down, because sometimes you just get fed up of being burnt by the glue gun. Okay, right, you know the score. I'm just going to do all of those like that, and then I'll bring you back when we've got to the stage of gluing them all on. Right, so just to recap, they've all got the hats on with the rick-rack at the bottom and a little plastic snowflake at the end. That's the green one, the brown one, and the purple one. Okay, they've all got a beard. They've all got a nose, which is just a wooden ball. And then they've all got the hands and arms, which is just the felt, folded over, and a little glove at the end of it. Okay, so what we need to do now is, first of all, we're going to glue the beards on. Oops, Sorry, let me get another glue stick. Sorry, I'm just going to melt the glue stick onto the one that's in there already. Just makes it a bit easier to glue that on. Okay, right. So we've painted it green, just to recap. And now I'm just going to put, I'll tell you what, put the glue on the beard. Yeah, if you're doing a few gonks, it's better, or gnomes, whatever you want to call them, it's better, I think, if you have everything cut out in one go. Rather than doing one at a time, do it all together. Then you can just like have a production line going like this, going from one to the other. Okay, I'm just putting the bottom of the beard at the bottom of the jar. Pushing it up. Gluing it on. Okay. Right, and then we want to put the arms on. So we will put the glue on the arm itself. Just at the top. Stick it there. Okay. How the arms stick out will depend on how you glue it and what the shape of your jar is like. Okay. This one's got sticky out arms. Let's see, brown. Okay, brown needs thumbs to the front. There you go, that one. Okay, right, we're going to glue hats on. Don't forget, we're just going to glue it on the first half here so that I can get to the back of it to put the lights in. So I'm going to put the glue directly onto the project because we know how far we want it to go. There's another one. Okay, you see those? They've got the little green one here, little green guy. Sorry, let's pop that out of the way. So just pop the hat on, push it down, press it on to the glue. Okay, right, then we'll put noses on. So the brown guy is gonna have the big nose, I think. I just bought these off Amazon. I think it was Amazon, possibly Amazon or eBay, but just wooden balls, that's all they are. You can use plastic, whatever. So there we go, big nosed guy. Let's make sure we get it in the middle. There we go. 2, 3. You know what, considering I've never made these before, these are actually looking okay. They're not looking too bad at all. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so let's bend these hats. Should we have them all a bit different? I think so. That one's sort of bent to the side. That one. Should we do that one to the back? Maybe that one to the back. Or might just bend it like that. Just have a little bit of a bend in it like that. Okay, so I'm just going to put the glue up here and here, just along the crease line. I'm just going to bend it on the crease line there. That's it. That's all I'm going to do with that one. That one's just going to be So that's just glued here and not down there. Okay, so they're not all the same. Might put his to the front like so. There we go, that one's at the front. Hello. Right, sorry, that was Willow coming in. Right, and that one I'm just going to glue the end like that, okay? So I'm just going to put a proper glue at the end of that one. And then just, sorry, let me just move that out of the way. Just going to curl it round like so. Bit of a hold there. Yeah, that one's just going to go like that. Right, okay, let's bring the diorama thing up and see how it's going to all fit together. Right, so we've got this. Because these are quite big, these things, I think I just want to add something even taller here where these ones are. Okay, just because of this brown one, we've got a brown one that's really, really quite big. So I want to add another tree in the background there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it onto that because it's white and you won't see it. So I want to glue that on there and then the tree on top just to give a little bit of extra height because these gonks are quite big. Right, so let me just glue the base of this first. Okay, onto there. Then I'm going to glue this base. 1 second. So I might have to put the glue around the outside edge of the tree. Go. I'm just going to put that there. I just want it to have just a little bit of extra height at the back. You probably can't see because, as per usual, I've done a craft that's gigantically ginormous. There you go. It's just added another inch at the back there and just a little bit of depth to it here. Okay, let's see if we can work that way. Right, so this white is okay, but I did want some glitter, some Tim Hortons glitter, but I was doing the order too late, so I couldn't get it. So what I want to do is I want to brush on some mica powder. If I can just get a dry brush. There you go, got a dry brush there. Just want to brush on, and this one is Symphony Gold. It's just like a lustery white one. Okay, so I'll get that hair off. That'd be a good start. Right, it's not been used as per usual. Right, this is just mica powder. Okay, you get it in. You get about like a pack of 24 different colours. You've seen me use just a couple of these colours. So, but I'm becoming a big fan because it really adds a lovely lustre to everything. And even if you can't see it on the camera, I can assure you, it gives it a lovely, like, eyeshadow shimmer to it. So I'm basically just brushing that all over the white. And you know what? I think I might do it. Oh, shall I? I might just darken the edges, you know, like I usually do. This is a bit too bright for me. Like that. I'll try and bring it up to the camera so you can see the shimmer that has on it. 1 second. Okay, let's see if that can pick it up at all. I don't know if it can. It's got a shimmer on it. Take my word for it. Right, let me get the darker one. Probably, there we go. Got it. Right, I can't help myself. Oh, that's the black one. Don't want the black one. There we go, I want the bronze. Can't help myself. I know it's pretty bright. It's not really my sort of thing, so I'm going to get the bronze one. Just because I want to do the, if I can get the lid off. Just want to do the edges. There we go. There we go, got it eventually. Just want to do darker edges, right? I can't help it. Because it's just my style. It does give it a lovely shimmer and just takes the bluntness off the edge of that, honestly. It's just so much better. When I do things too bright, I don't like them. I don't display them. And I've only done that once, to be honest, on a pink potion, but I mentioned it before. Pink potion bottle that I did, potion bottle craft. God, it was awful. Just so pink, it just wasn't me. Wasn't my style at all. Right, okay, I am actually more than happy with that. More than happy with that. That looks super duper. Okay, right, let's get rid of that and that. Make some room. Right, okay. We've got our scene. It's a lovely white stand. There you go. Let's see where these gonks can go. Then I'm going to try and put the lights on them. If I can find where they are. The lights are here. Hang on, I'm going to untangle these lights. Just give them an untwist. I'll glue the battery case on the bottom of this stand, I think. Won't do it just yet. Let's just figure out where everything's going first. Don't forget, I only glued the hats on at the front so that I could pop these wires into the jars, and it only stippled the paint onto the jars so that the light would shine through. Right, let me just see where we're going to put them, because I will permanently fix them on here. Well, we've got a little one here. Got a large one here. We want to see him. Okay. Seems a bit too many over there. Let me just tell you what, we'll have that. Have the big one over here. He can go, the big one can go there. Those 3 little ones, I think, can go there. So should we have them all facing the front? You know what? I like that arrangement. That is really, really nice. Do I put lights in first or glue them? I'm going to put lights in first, I think. It's just easier to handle them. So I'm just tilting the hats forward. Don't worry if the hats come off. They're just hot glued, so you can just hot glue them straight back on again. Right, should we say that's enough for that one? We can alter it as we go. How many have we got here? 1. Okay, so if we have that many for that one. Okay, pop them in there. We can alter it as we go. Pop his hat down. In a sec. Okay, hat down. Go. Right. few there. I'm just sort of winding them up like that, gathering them up. Gathering them up, lifting the hat up, popping them in the neck of the bottle. I'm hoping that this will work out fine. Okay, let's just pop them right in. Okay, he can go back there. Let's go in there. All right. Then the last few can go into this guy, the big guy. Go into there. Let's pop his hat down. Right, okay, I'm going to glue these into place now, because I think that's our final positioning with them. Right, let's glue them. Let's not get the beard caught up. Let's just put there we go. Okay, okay. Right, we've got the back here. Sorry, I'm just working, getting further and further away. Okay, let's lift his beard up. And then I'm going to get the glue and glue this battery pack underneath. Easy as that. Okay. Whew. Right, I've got a little sign floating about somewhere. Here we go. A little sticker. Shall we put that on there? It says compliments of the season. Right, I'm just going to stick that on a piece of card. Just let me find a piece of card. Okay, I've got a green piece of card. This is just a sticker off Temu, so I'm going to peel the sticker off. Let's just move that away, God. Right, everything's massive. Don't know why I do such big crafts. I haven't got room for it. Don't know where I'm going to put it. Honestly, I really don't know where I'm going to put it. Before you say send it to me, let me tell you, it's very, very heavy. I'm not sending it anywhere. But I'm just going to stick that on that piece of card. I'm going to cut it out. I would have normally used black card because I can't help it, but I'm trying to put that little bit of festiveness onto these Christmas crafts. So I'm using festive colours. Having said that though, I think I might put a little bit of ink on this. Oh no, it's actually, you know what, it looks fine. It looks absolutely fine. Let me just look at it to get the middle. I love it. I love it. I'm not gonna lie. I absolutely love it. I've done it. I've done it. I'm going to say, like I always say, it turned out better than I thought it would. That is brilliant. I am really, as you can tell by my face, I'm really, really impressed with this. Right, let's make sure it's at its best. Oh, let's put the lights on. I'm not seeing it with the lights on, neither have I. Love it. Love it. Oh, I can see the green. Oh my, you probably can't see it because of the light. Oh my gosh. You ready? Done it. Christmas craft number 1. Oh my goodness me. I'm not going to lie. That is, I really like adding that little tree at the back there. a bit of darkness and just a tad more height. As you can see, only another inch, tad more height. But because of that, this guy here, and they being so big, I thought it just needed a little extra lift. But look at that, the stand looks fabulous. The gnomes look amazing. That worked out. Thank you, Charlotte, for the fur. If it wasn't for the fur, I wouldn't have been able to do this craft. Honestly, I love it. It's all lit up. You probably can't see, but there's the green glasses glowing, the purple glass, the blue glass. It's all got that little bit of colour glow to it with these lights on it. Love it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and hit that like bell if you've liked it, please. But that, I'm going to say, is an absolutely amazing Christmas craft. Merry Christmas.